I'm your host, Kevin Lynch, and on tonight's episode, we are going to be talking about the latest news in Hollywood, starting with Saturday Night Live's 50th anniversary. Hollywood Headlines starts right now. Before we get into the show, I would like to take a moment to thank Kai Wagner for being today's guest. The sketch comedy show Saturday Night Live kicked off its 50th anniversary weekend on a high note with its first ever homecoming concert. The live 3-hour show was held on Valentine's Day at Radio City Music Hall and was also available to stream live on Peacock. The night was truly star-studded with tons of performances paying tribute to artists who performed on the NBC show throughout its 50 years. These performances included Post Malone assembling a Nirvana reunion with their take on Smells Like Teen Spirit, Miley Cyrus honoring Queen with her take on Crazy Little Thing Called Love, and so much more. Many former cast members from Saturday Night Live paid tribute to the sketches they were a part of, with Andy Samberg recreating some Lonely Island sketches, as well as Anna Gasteyer and Will Ferrell recreating their infamous The Cult sketch. The SNL Homecoming concert is still available to stream exclusively on Peacock. Kai, did you watch the SNL Homecoming concert?
Okay, this is such a chronic thing I do. I watched pieces of it.
Oh,
I didn't watch it live because I don't have Peacock.
Oh,
so
it has like everything
just,
on there. It's got like Harry Potter, all that.
I know.
Mario.
And it's just, that was like, my mom wanted to get rid of it, and I'm broke, so obviously
That's
reach out
fair,
for her. But it's just, we lost it, and now my dad and I complained. It was good though. And I definitely, at work, shout out to Greg Freeland. We were talking about at work with Miley. I love Miley Cyrus's covers.
Yeah.
Her, like, one of my favorites is her covering the legendary Jolene by Dolly Parton. Like, that's one I always go back to, and I think she did so well with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did also enjoy, like, the throwbacks with the Cult sketch and everything.
Yes, and that was so
happy.
funny. Like, the sketch hasn't been on since like the 90s or since the last time Anna Gasteyer and Will Ferrell were on, and the fact that they waited that long to bring it back and were able to bring like a modern light to it. I know they sang like a version of Not Like Us, which I thought was hilarious. And then they cut to like David Spade like being like, what is going on? And then they were talking about like Chapel Roan, and they probably threw in some like Taylor Swift. I don't even remember, but the highlight from that sketch was the Not Like Us, because I've just seen it all over Instagram and TikTok now.
It's so good.
Literally. But yeah, other than that, any final thoughts?
No, I did enjoy Andy Samberg with Lady Gaga, though, almost like teasing Shallow, and then they did their little thing together. That was funny.
That was pretty funny, for sure, yeah. But live from New York, it's the 50th anniversary of Saturday Night Live. The Sunday after Valentine's Day, ironic, we know, the late-night sketch comedy show celebrated 50 years of being on NBC with a special reunion episode. Complete with old cast members, beloved hosts, and musical guests, the episode paid tribute to all who had a role in the show since 1975. Steve Martin kicked off the event with the opening monologue before the show revisited some of their iconic sketches, including Scared Straight featuring Will Ferrell, Jason Sudeikis, Eddie Murphy, and Kenan Thompson, Debbie Downer with Rachel Dratch, and SNL musical featuring John Mulaney, Dana Carvey, and Pete Davidson. Of course, the episode wouldn't be complete without Weekend Update, where former host Bill Murray ranked his favorite Update hosts live on air. This special was full of laughs and SNL alumni appearances, with one of the most special being original cast member from 1975, Garrett Morris, who joked that he had, quote, no idea he'd have to do so many reunion shows, end quote. The special also featured a digital short from The Lonely Island and musical performances by Paul McCartney, Sabrina Carpenter, Miley Cyrus, and even Adam Sandler. If you didn't catch the reunion special when it aired, you can watch it streaming on Peacock, and let's just say it's definitely worth the watch for all fans of the iconic comedy sketch show. Kai, what did you think of the reunion show?
I think if you're doing a 50-year reunion, that's how you do it.
Real,
like
yes.
they had one little miss.
Oh, what
which
was that?
The thing with Tom Hanks and
Oh, yeah, that sketch. Yeah.
that one it was in poor taste, and I can see, was it kind of funny? Yeah, but also not the time to be doing it.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
But outside that, they did so good with it. And it's crazy to think that SNL has been around for 50 years.
I know. We weren't even born then when it started.
No, but like, even because I grew up watching old SNL, starting with
Same.
the original cast.
Start 'em young, yeah.
Chevy Chase is hilarious. Horrible guy, but
I
hilarious.
hate Chevy Chase. We talked about this beforehand. I'm going to call out some SNL cast members. I hate Chevy Chase.
He's a horrible guy.
He's a horrible person. Horrible person.
He is funny. And I mean,
he was there at the reunion like a lot, like more than I thought he was going to be, because he has such a reputation on there for being so bad.
Him and Lorne Michaels never got along, like ever.
Which makes sense. That doesn't surprise me. Yeah.
Well, even Michaels.
Lorne's just like, I don't like you anymore. Like,
Lorne Michaels is controversial within himself. I know there's some drama with like Bill Hader. How he would have,
what?
Yeah, he would have panic attacks backstage, and
Bill Hader had panic attacks?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's who it was. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Like, how did like Lorne react? I'm just genuinely
I guess
curious.
Lorne would tell him like, just have fun with it, and like that's not how anxiety works.
I have never heard that before, and I'm a big Bill Hader fan.
Yeah,
it might be a rumor. I don't know, but
it's
that's
probably a rumor.
Yeah, Lorne Michaels is definitely old school, as he started everything in the 1970s. But other than that, like, who were some of your favorite celebrities that were there to wrap things up for the story?
Adam Sandler, with that tribute to just the history.
Tugged
of
on the
SNL.
heartstrings, as you will. Yeah.
I said to Sarah earlier, I'm still sobbing like in my heart. I watched that and I sent it to my dad right away because I'm like, oh, you have to see this. And we both were just talking about it. Like, that was definitely like the moment of the night for me.
My favorite was probably Paul Simon and Paul McCartney just jamming out together. It was great. But yeah, when we come back from the break, we'll be talking about the BAFTA Awards. Hollywood Headlines, we'll be right back. The British Academy of Film and Television Awards, more commonly known as the BAFTA Awards, took place Sunday at London's Royal Festival Hall. Actor David Tennant returned once again to host the prestigious ceremony. The film Conclave led the awards with 12 nominations and ultimately took home 4 awards, including Outstanding British Film and Best Film. The Brutalist also took home 4 awards, including Best Director for Brady Corbett and Best Leading Actor for Adrian Brody. Mikey Madison took the BAFTA Award home for Nora. Kieran Culkin won Best Supporting Actor for A Real Pain, while Zoe Saldana won Best Supporting Actress for Amelia Perez. Warwick Davis received his BAFTA Fellowship, a Lifetime Achievement Award, on Sunday night. He also gave a moving tribute to his late wife, Samantha, in his acceptance speech. Kai, what was your favorite moment of the night?
Definitely Warwick Davis's speech.
He played the Ewoks, right, in Star Wars. He's also done like so much with
he was Professor Flitwick
in Harry Potter. Yes,
he played Willow. Which, fun fact, I am named after a character in the movie Willow.
Oh, no way!
That's
I've seen that movie around, but I've never gotten around to seeing it. Yeah.
Also biased. I'm biased.
You're named after it. Yeah.
But it's just, he's so legendary, especially for people who, this might not be the right terminology, I'm so sorry, but like little people who like don't get that representation in Hollywood.
Right, yeah. I get what you mean.
Yeah. And he plays wizard.
A wizard, yeah, very, very big role, and with like plot development and everything.
And Professor Flitwick was like, he kicked butt. Like, he was so talented.
he did, yeah.
And then he played this awesome character in Willow. He's just done so much, and I think having that representation is great. And
this award's really going to get people to like dive deep into his career for sure. Yeah.
And it's so well deserved. Outside that.
Yeah, with the awards, yeah.
Yeah. Outside that, a lot of the films that were awarded, I haven't seen yet.
I haven't seen any of the films. I've been meaning to. The Brutalist. I'm just not a big fan of Adrian Brody. Going back to Saturday Night Live a little bit, Adrian Brody, he was not great on his episode. I'll leave that at that. And yeah, he's just also not a great guy. He also kissed Halle Berry at the One Awards show, which
he's not a great guy, but not unfortunately. He is very, very talented. It makes me feel guilty to say that.
Yeah, he is an actor.
No, I do kind of want to see.
That does films.
I do want to see the Brutalist at some point, but
Yeah.
what throws me off is Brody and also them like using AI for the accent.
Yes, and I also saw an article when I was like diving deep into the story. I saw that the director made like no money from this film, which was crazy, even though he used AI and all these
Yeah.
things, and now it's being nominated for all this stuff.
Yeah, just don't use AI.
Just don't use AI. No. But no, AI is not good.
yeah,
AI is not
not
good.
our friend.
But anyways, moving on from that, fans of Latin pop icon Shakira were horrified when she posted to her social media, revealing that she had been hospitalized on February 16th. The Colombian singer-songwriter was on her La Mujeres Ya No Lloran tour in Peru when she was admitted to the ER for an undisclosed abdominal issue. She posted on social media, quote, "The doctors whose care I am currently under have communicated that I am not in a good enough condition to perform this evening. I am very sad to not be able to take the stage today. I've been looking forward to reuniting with my incredible fans here in Peru," end quote. Shakira was set to perform her second date at the Estadio Nacional that night before it was canceled. A rescheduled second date and a new third date were arranged for November 15th and 16th, respectively. Kaya, what was your reaction to all this?
It's heartbreaking.
Especially someone who you can see in all of her performances genuinely loves her fans, loves performing. Like you even saw it when she was on one of the biggest stages in the world with the Super Bowl halftime show, which was a while ago.
Right.
But like you can tell with artists like Shakira that she loves performing. So it is sad for me to see like that she had to take that step back.
It's not an easy decision for sure, because artists like, not just like Shakira, but like any kind of artist who go on tours of that length, like they put so much time into it, and it not only impacts them, but impacts the crews, like they're getting paid for those jobs, and also the dancers, just everyone, not just Shakira, is impacted by that. So it's not an easy decision to make. She just hopes fans will do with it the best they can. Fans tend to be very appreciative of that, or not so appreciative of that. Like there's pros and cons to her decision, obviously.
Yeah, I'm very glad that she took that initiative to say, I'm not healthy. The doctors don't think I'm healthy.
It's out of her control, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she made that decision because there are people who will try to perform through life-threatening situations.
And we've sadly seen that before with like countless, like Shawn Mendes. I know he was going through some mental health struggles with his like most recent tour, and then he just couldn't do it anymore, and he had to cancel his tour.
Even out of the world of celebrities, like you can say Simone Biles is a celebrity, but athletics-wise, with athletics, anything you do is a
performance. Yeah.
And there's such a conversation that came from her stepping out of the Tokyo Olympics due to mental health that now it's like fans
paving the way for other people to feel comfortable to do so too. Yeah.
And I'm just glad Shakira is getting taken care of. Like honestly, glad she rescheduled, but if her health was like, I just need time to deal with this, I think as a mild Shakira fan, definitely would be like, girl, take care of yourself.
Exactly. I totally get what you mean there. Yeah. When we come back from the break, we will be sharing what our crew's favorite cast members from Saturday Night Live are. Hollywood Headlines will be right back. Welcome back. To celebrate the 50th anniversary of Saturday Night Live, we asked our very own SNL-obsessed Sarah Dutton to ask the crew their thoughts on Saturday Night Live. Let's see what she has to report.
Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today I'm going to be asking our Hollywood Headlines members a bunch of SNL-based questions to celebrate the 50th anniversary. Who is your favorite SNL cast member of all time?
I would have to say Marcelo Hernandez.
Nice. What's your favorite sketch that he's done?
I like the one with Bad Bunny, where they were like both like tias, and they were
Yes.
making fun of the white girlfriend.
Yes, I love that sketch. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I gotta go with Bowen Yang. He's an icon, a slayer. Love Bowen Yang.
Okay, guys, I have an SNL question for you. Can you name any cast member of and at any time that was on the show from 1975 to now? Anyone?
No.
Amazing news. Kevin, who is your favorite SNL cast member of all time?
Oh my gosh.
It's a hard question.
No, it actually is. Like, I had no preparation, but the person that comes up in my brain right now at this very moment is Jason Sudeikis. I really like Jason Sudeikis. He was very well known for his, like, you know, this skit with Kristen Wiig where he's just like doing, I was like, yeah, we'll just have to try.
Okay, so 2 basic answers. Chris Farley and Adam Sandler.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love this the song tribute. I'm still sobbing.
Who is your favorite SNL cast member of all time?
I wouldn't say he's like my personal favorite, but I think the best cast member both on the show and off the show is Bill Hader. I think he's just so
Yup. Okay, I'm here with Zach, Max, and X, and we are going to see who their favorite SNL cast member is of all time. Zach, you're starting.
Will Ferrell. Right?
Okay. Good answer.
Pete Davidson.
An all right answer. No other comments? All right.
Michael Che.
Michael Che. All right, you've heard it here at Hollywood Headlines. As you can tell, me and Kevin are obviously the biggest SNL fans. I love New York. Get it? Anyways, we'll send it back to you, Kevin.
Well, that's all we have for tonight's episode, but make sure to come back next week for the latest news in Hollywood. A big thank you to Kaya Wagner for coming on today's show. I'm Kevin Lynch. Have a great weekend, Millersville.